Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Molly League Spike Magazine Trophy. We are in week number 5, bright and early on this Tuesday morning, and we've got two of the best teams so far in the season duking it out in Division B. This morning, we're going to have the BoLieve Broncos versus Odin It's Nuffle, BB Nut versus Clypheus, Nurgle versus Norse. Let's take a look at the standings before we take a look at the two teams' rosters this morning. In Division A, currently in first place are the NC Snakes, coached by Moob. They're a Dark Elf team. They are 4-0-0 here in week number 5. Unbelievable. They are followed by MAML Nightmare, coached by Festoon. They're a Necromantic Horror team. They are also undefeated. They have a record of 3-2-0 here in week number 5. And they are followed by the Tizork Savage Boys, coached by Tizzle Bizzle. They're an Orc team. Another undefeated team, 2-2-0. In Division B is where we are for this morning's matchup, and in first place are the Pipstars, coached by Dead Fred. They're a Lizardman team. They're 4-0-1, followed by the Humans of the Remnants of Valor. That's S Beavers team. They are 3-1-1 in second place, and in third place, one of the teams up tonight, the BoLieve Broncos, coached by BB Nut. They're a Nurgle team. They're looking to go 4-0-0 here in week number 5. And finally, in Division C, in first place are the Lizards of Philosopher's Song, Spires team. They're 3-0-1, followed by the Necromantic Horror of Old Gamer Mike's Goodest Boys Strike Back. They're 2-2-0, and in third place, none other than the Fishy Fiends, coached by Ajax. They're a Chaos Renegades team. They are 2-1-1. Festoon, Clypheus, welcome to the stream. Festoon says, nothing like some 6 a.m. Blood Bowl, eh? Got the coffee going. I've got a Coke, a cherry Coke Zero. That's what I have. All right, the home team for this evening will be the BoLieve Broncos, coached by BB Nut. 13 players on the roster for this morning's game. That brings their TV to 1,350,000 gold. They have all 4 Pestigors on the roster, all 4 bloaters. They have the big guy in the rot spawn, and a bunch of linemen. All 7 dedicated fans and 3 rerolls. They're going to be up against this Norse team this morning. Odin It's Nuffle. This is a team with 14 players on the roster. Francia, one of the Valkyries, will not be starting this morning due to an injury. That's 13 that will be starting. That brings Odin It's Nuffle's team value to 1,225,000 gold. That, what? Did I count that right? Did I count that right? Yes, I did. Oh, BB Nut with the raid. Thank you very, very much, BB Nut. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to this morning's game here in the Mid-Atlantic Bowling League. Appreciate it. I know, it's early, but we're here. 1,225,000 gold in team value for this team. That brings the petty cash total to 305,000 gold for Odin It's Nuffle this morning. They have the big guy in the Yeti. They have 2 Ulf Raiders. They're missing one of their Valkyries, 2 Beer Boars, and a bunch of linemen. 1 Apothecary, 4 dedicated fans, and 3 rerolls. How these two teams... It's pretty early. But thank you, Raiders. Thanks for joining us here this morning in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League. We're going to have a really, really good matchup today. How are these two teams going to play? Let's take a look at the home team first, the Nurgle team. This is a bashy team. Bash, bash, bash. Look at this. Lots of strength on this roster. All 4 bloaters with the strength of 4. They all have the block skill already. 2 of them, Cauliflower and Grave Mistake, both have Mighty Blow that gives you a +1 to your armor or your injury roll. One of the Pestigors has Block and Mighty Blow as well. And of course, Bonix here has an extra point of movement. Oh, yuck. So this is a team that's really going to want to pulverize this Norse team this morning. The Norse team, very, very brittle. These Pestigors, natural blitzers here on the roster with horns. If they're blitzing, their strength is effectively a 4+. So this is a team that wants to bash the other team into the ground. The end. That's the game. The passing game is really going to be hampered for the Norse team this evening. Not that they typically want to pass, but with all this disturbing presence, this overlapping disturbing presence, that's a -1 that stacks that that Clypheus will have to contend with. So really he's going to want to focus on the running game this evening. Clypheus, this morning. Clypheus, in turn, has a lot of block. That's what Norse do. They have lots of block, lots of frenzy, but they are very, very brittle with his AV of 8+. Very easy to remove these players from the pitch. He can lean into his speed, doesn't have a significant speed advantage, and losing one of these Valkyries is a big loss in this matchup. He can lean in that speed advantage a little bit, but remember, Bonix has an MA of 7 as well. How does Clypheus lean into the speed advantage when he's going toe-to-toe with someone that effectively has the same speed? He's going to have to play a little bit of a pitch control game. He has to lean into Frenzy. Frenzy can get him the dice he's looking for to go up against this Nurgle team. The Nurgle team's going to want to take marks so they can get their blocks so they can start removing players. What Odin and Nuffle needs to do in kind is they need to push back, right? They need to say, get off of me, push him away on these blocks. Even with one die, if he's got Frenzy, he might be able to make this work. And he's going to have to rely on a few one dies, I think, in this matchup tonight in order to make it work. He's got to stay alive, and the way he's going to stay alive is by punching back strategically, and he has to do this in a little bit of a control way, right? Almost like he's coaching a Brett team or an Imperial Nobility team. It's far too early for this level of excitability. It's never too early. So that could be a little tricky, and he's gonna have to make that happen with these 4 Frenzy players. Remember, Frenzy gives you a second block if you get on one block. If you get a push, you have to follow up and take a second block. You don't have a choice. It's one of the few skills in Blood Bowl that's non-optional. This is great for getting extra dice on your blocks, right? A 2-die block can suddenly be a 4-die block. A 3-die block can suddenly be a 6-die block. Very easy to get your knockdowns in that way. But following up means that positioning can be tricky. You have to follow up. You might find yourself in a position where you're disadvantageous. Maybe your formation gets a little shaky, or maybe your player gets marked by somebody you don't want him to be marked by. You also have to watch out for those frenzy traps where that first block maybe is advantageous, but then you frenzy follow up into an uphill block. But Clypheus, a fantastic coach. Both coaches fantastic this morning. I've been saying this evening for so long. This morning. So we'll more than likely avoid those frenzy traps. And Clypheus is a control coach. Very much likes to play Blood Bowl in a style where he carves out a section of the pitch for himself and says, this is my territory. Get off my porch. Get off my lawn. So Clypheus is also going to get 305,000 gold in petty cash this morning. That could be a Griff. I think Griff is a fantastic star player, is in fact my favorite star player. But what do you do with a Griff, right? You get another guy with MA. Griff is great. If he goes with Griff, that would be a great pick. He could also go with two star players, right? He could pick up a Zug and a Cindy Pie Whistle. Cindy Pie Whistle for 50K is an absolute bargain, is a steal. And that could be a way that he tries to remove players. He could also, if he wants, he could dip into the bribes and just start playing the fouling game if that's what he wants to do. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think he's going to pick up a couple of star players. I think we're going to see a Zug and a Cindy, but we'll see what Clypheus decides to do with that money. That could be pivotal in this morning's matchup, and it'll betray what Clypheus' strategy will be in this morning's matchup. All right, I'm going to stop yammering. I'm gonna take a sip of my soda, and we're gonna get this game started here this morning. Our first 6 a.m. game ever, I think. Starferret, welcome to the stream. Starferret says nothing's better than Griff. Griff is great. Again, Griff would be a great pick. Cauliflower, welcome to the stream. All right. Clear skies for this morning's matchup. We've got 2 games today. One this morning at 6 a.m. We have another one late in the evening at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's UTC -4. We're at the midway point here in the competition. 9 weeks in regulation before the cut to top 8. We're in week number 5. The top 2 teams of each of the 3 divisions will advance to the top 8, and then the 2 best ranking teams besides will also advance to the top 8. The top 2 teams will earn an invitation to our invitational at the end of the season, and then a number of other teams may qualify as well, depending on how the season shakes out. Keith Griffiths Jr. says 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. game madness. I know, and I've got work to do in between. Not quite. Whoa, look at this. 16 fan factor. A lot of money to be made in this morning's game. Not quite a 14-hour stream, BB Nut. 305,000 golden penny cash going to Odin and Nuffle. What will the inducement pick be? Loop says it's impressive that you've promised to keep the stream active from 6 a.m. now until 10 p.m. If only. There's Cindy. So it is picking up Cindy. It is going to be a Zug and a Cindy. So Clypheus going with the 2 stars here. Cindy Pie Whistle and Mighty Zug. Cindy is a secret weapon. She'll be on the pitch for a single drive before the ref catches on and says, wait a minute, those aren't pies, those are bombs. Unless, of course, Clypheus can successfully argue with the ref and says, no, those aren't real explosions, those are explosions of flavor. Uh-oh, wait a minute, is this clear skies? This might be very sunny. Starfire says, calling it now, Cindy kills her own team. Christopher says, bombers are allowed. They are allowed. This looks very sunny to me. No, we've got sweltering heat. It is sweltering heat. Let's go. Odin and Nuffle wins the coin toss. They're going to choose to be on offense. They want to punch first in this matchup. In the season so far, the BoLieve Broncos are ranked number 2 this season. Odin and Nuffle ranked number 3. Look at that TD differential for the Broncos. Plus 19, just 4 touchdowns given away this season so far. Anchor defense for the Broncos so far. Bombers are allowed. Then why did they get kicked out after the drive? Move says City against Nurgle isn't the best choice in my opinion. Griff was the way to go, I think. Cauliflower says I don't like City against Nurgle. Changing up the defense here from the anchors, spreading out a little bit against this Norse team. 3 on the line for the defense. Now the offense to set up their formation. Both teams with 3 rerolls for this first half. Sweltering heat means at the end of a drive, there's going to be a D3 rolled. And whatever that result is the number of players from both sides that will be out with heat stroke for the next drive. Now, if you're out for a drive with heat stroke, you can't be chosen again for the next drive to be out with heat stroke. So as we get to the end of the first half, that will inform how the second half of this game is going to shape up. Big guy on the line here, Sheppy the Yeti versus Marcloud the Rotspawn. The Rotspawn in the nose tackle position. The Yeti shifting out to the right tackle position now. These beer boars, they are stunty. They have dodge as a 2+ to get to where they need to go. They're great for assists. They're great for fouls. They also have this trait called Pig Me Up. That's right, Pig Me Up. Anybody, any friendly within this square here, this 3x3 square, or 3x3, excuse me, 6x6 square, will, on a 5+ at the end of the opposing drive, stand right back up if they're prone. Cauliflower says Mark Cloud has been a shit spawn this season. The 1 Valkyrie on the roster back to receive. That's Frizzy, the number 5 Valkyrie. Cindy and Zug taking the pitch here in drive number 1. Cindy over here, he's the right running back here. We have Mighty Zug in the left tackle position. Wolfbanders are the strength 4 pieces on this roster. They have this orange ring underneath them. They're over on the right side of the line here. Here's the kick. Oh! All right, we're back to perfect weather, but it is an onside kick here. A shallow kick by the defense. Turn one now for Odin and Nuffle. Balls on their own 2-yard line over in the left wide zone. Oh, it was really, really hot briefly. And then a cold front just came in at Mach 7. Mark taking on Cauliflower, the number 6 bloater over on the right side. Here's the 2-die blitz. Got the pal. Looking for a 9+ with Mighty Blow to break armor. Doesn't get it. Cauliflower says, no, it's normal. They're playing in the UK. There it is. Welcome to the stream. Demanding some death this evening. Oh, failed the foul appearance roll on Freezing Star. So these bloaters have foul, not just disturbing presence, but foul appearance. Disturbing presence is a -1 on all the passing stuff, passing and catching and interfering. But foul appearance says that if you block or blitz them, you roll a d6. On a 1, you are so disgusted by their appearance that you don't want to touch them. You're like, you know what? I'm good. I'm okay. Frenzy follow-up into a pal here against Freezing Star is going to get the knockdown. This is a 10+ with the number 11 lineman. Ball still exposed over in the left wide zone. Here's the block by Zug. Gets a stun. .25 seconds left to go at the top of the first. And now Clypheus has to decide who's going after this ball. He's going to cover the ball on the left side by the level 3 lineman, Raythun. Lineman has tackle and has shadowing. Rolled a 6 on the pickup here with the Valkyrie. He's going to move this ball back to his own 4-yard line. And now Cindy on cage duty. She's over on the left side here protecting the ball carrier. 2-die block to finish up the turn with Yeti. Got the pal. Follows up. Has to follow up, in fact, due to Frenzy. And that'll be the end of the turn. Turn 1 now to the Broncos. The Rot Swan's going to stand right back up. BoLieve Broncos. Nurgle team, they're a bashy team. They're very similar to a Chaos team. They develop in a very similar manner. So far, the Broncos have given up not a single touchdown this competition. Only 4 touchdowns giving up all season long. Blitz on the left side. 2-die blitz is a push against the rookie lineman, Svold. It's going to be pushed back to the 4. Follows up, takes a mark on the ball carrier. And now a mark taken against both Cindy and the ball carrier. This means Cindy might not be throwing a bomb. Wait, sorry, pie. Pie. Delicious, innocent pie. That's right. 2-die block against the number 11 lineman's going to get a knockdown here. Looking for the 8+. There it is. Gets a stun out of it. That'll be the turn. Pressure applied here by the defense. Turn 2 now for the offense. Again, the passing game, not really a concern here in this matchup. Lots of disturbing presence. Doesn't have the second Valkyrie. Is going to be looking to run this ball down pitch. Did pick up Zug. That means he's going to lean into this bashy game of this Norse team, but he's got to play it a little bit of a control way. He can't go toe to toe with this Nurgle team. He doesn't want to base up and then try to punch that way, because he's going to lose that matchup with that AV8. So he needs to get his 2-die blocks, even take the 1-die blocks if possible, push the Nurgle team off of him, try to open up a lane with Frenzy, and then push the ball through that way. Oh, Gamer Mike wants to activate the Telestrator of Doom. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here's the ball carrier. Ball carrier's gonna move somewhere, maybe this way, and then get murdered right here. And I'm calling it right now. Dead. Dead. Telestrator of Doom in effect. "24 seconds ago in turn 2 for Odin and Nuffle. Good 2+ dodge by the beer borer on the right side. That's always going to be a 2+ dodge. And now the POW on the number 6 bloater, Cauliflower, doesn't get the armor break. Again, these bloaters have a 10+ armor value. A mark taken against Magnificent Catastrophe over in the right wide zone. That's the number 10 lineman with strip ball. And the ball carrier is going to move right in front of that player and says, you know what? I'm not afraid of any of you guys. Moves across the line of scrimmage to the opposing 2-yard line. 2-die block against Show Me Magic. Got a POW with Sheppy. Claw's in effect here. Claw says everybody's AV is effectively an 8+. It's an effective piece to remove things, but you can see Clypheus has put the Yeti on the line here to try to go toe-to-toe and soak up some of this defensive strength. Odin and Nuffle on the bonus clock here. They're down to 6 minutes, 26 seconds. Looking over their formation, saying, is my ball carrier safe? What can I do? Oh, they are going to toss with Cindy here. So Cindy, instead of dodging away, will throw a bomb. Gets a knockdown out of this, but nothing else, and that'll be the turn. Turn 2 now for the Broncos. Two stars now over in the left wide zone. Zug and Cindy Pie Whistle. Remember, she's only going to be on the pitch more than likely for a single drive. The only way she's going to stay out for more than a single drive is if Clypheus can successfully argue the call with the ref. He'll need to roll a 6 on a D6 in order to do that. 3-die blitz against that poor beer bore. 5+ breaks armor. Oh, it's rude. It's just rude. It's uncouth. Uncouth. Good removal here by the Broncos. 1-man player advantage. Poor little piggy. Removed on the knockout on the 3-die blitz. Rush for the assist here. Ah! No! No! Huge removal for the Broncos here, getting rid of Sheppy the Yeti. Spent a reroll to get the assist here with the number 8 bloater. And now Clypheus is deciding whether the Oppo should be spent here or not. Goodbye, Sheppy off the pitch. Cauliflowers, I just made the Norse team 30% better. Ajax the right, another armor break. Another removal. 1, 2, 3, 3 removals in the turn. Turn 3 for Odin and Nuffle. Big turn for the Broncos. Wow, that's not confusing at all. There we go. Got the removal here on the big guy. Pushes JD Whitey away from the ball carrier on the block with the Ulfwerener. Failed, or I should say the Rotspot succeeded on the tentacles roll there. Rolled a 6. So the Ulfwerener would have had to have followed up, but can't. Is stuck next to, I mean, look at this beautiful player. Beautiful player. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Never looked better. That wasn't tentacles. That was just attraction. Bibita says, please use JD's full name. I'm sorry. Pushed away JD Zon Coach Whitey. So the ball carrier freed up here with 44 seconds to go in turn number 3 for Odin and Nuffle. Where's the ball carrier going to go? Is he going to retreat with the ball, or is he just going to YOLO this ball down pitch? You know what I want? I haven't... Uh-oh, my monitor just went blank. There we go. I haven't had this... Boy, I don't know how long it's been. I want to say 10 years, but it can't have been that long. It's probably been like 3 years. Oh, blitz with the ball carrier. 1-die blitz against Bonix. That's the MA7 Pestigore. Re-rolls this into a knockdown. Looking for a 9+. I want a McDonald's bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. That's what I want. Gonna YOLO down pitch. There it is. Now on the opposing 18-yard line. Over in the right wide zone. Frizia is a blodger. So without tackle, only a Powell will knock down the ball carrier. Old Gamer Mike says, I just got done eating one. Yeah, that's what I want. Cindy Pie Whistle throwing another bomb. Gets a stun out of this over in the left wide zone. So locking down 3 players with those bombs over on the left side of the line. Turn 3 now for the Broncos. Two-die block against the rookie lineman Svold. Gets a push. Now 2-die against the Ulfwerener here with Cauliflower the Bloater. That's how he got the 2-die. The Ulfwereners have the strength of 4. Got an armor break out of this. Gets a stun. Stand-up blitz by Bonix. Gets the POW against the number 9 rookie lineman. Will stay put and reposition onto the ball carrier here. BoLieve Broncos, if they win this evening by 2 points. By 3 points. If they win by 3 points, they'll advance into first place here in Division B. Otherwise, they'll still remain at the top. They'll take the second place spot. Now the Rot Spawn takes the mark on the ball carrier. Remember, this Rot Spawn has tentacles. So this ball carrier might not be able to get away. Did I say evening? I'm sure that's going to happen all stream long. Turn 4 now for Odin. It's Nuffle marked by 2 players, not the least of which is the big guy. 2-die block over in the left wide zone gets a push. This is Mighty Zug on the block. Cindy repositions for the assist against the number 8 Bloater in the center position. Two-die against Magnificent Catastrophe back in no man's land over in the right wide zone. Frenzy follow up to push this lineman onto the sideline. Has pinned the lineman to the sideline. Not that it's going to matter too much. Got a lot of work to do. Oh no! There's the score. Well done. 1-0. Odin's Nuffle gets on the board. Well done. Good score by Claffy is here to get on the board under immense pressure by this defense, but was able to open up a lane and put their faith in Nuffle to get this ball into the end zone. They're in the lead 1-0. Second quarter is about to begin here for the Broncos. I think there might be one more turn left in the first quarter. City's going to get called off the pitch. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Clive said, look, man. Look, listen. Look. What? Listen. Would you tell your grandma she couldn't play a friendly game of Blood Bowl? Would you tell your friendly local baker that you couldn't play a friendly game of Blood Bowl? These are just pies. She's feeding the other team. That's how good of a sport she is. She says, you guys, you know, you look like you're a little hungry. Don't worry, I got something for you. The ref said, you know what? You made a great argument. She's going to stay on the pitch. Cindy Pie Whistle out for the second quarter. BB says, I got the Nurgle cheerleaders for you. Oh, I sure hope we see them on the TD. Old Gamer Mike says, I am down so many players. Let me have this. Oh, and it's Nuffle to set up their defense here. 3 spread wide on the line right now. Both stars on either end right now. I can't imagine Cindy's gonna remain in the left wide zone here. Oh, she is. All right, Cindy's gonna be in the left wide zone. Offense to set up right now. They're going to have a hefty line here. Right now, they've got 6 on the line. They're going to have at least one of these Pestigors back to receive. Bonex, between the two, Bonex will certainly stay behind. May leave both behind here. Doesn't need to. Yeah, doesn't need to due to the fact that there's no kicker on the defense. All right, here's the kick. Cheering fans, what's the prayer? What's stilettos? Stilettos! Old Gamer rooting for the defense. Fold has picked up the stilettos. So has stab now. There's that blitz on Cindy. Got the knockdown, but no armor break. Ball was kicked to the 16-yard line over in the left wide zone. 2-die block on this left end here gets knocked down. Triggers Fen can't follow up. The big guy, Mark Cloud, slithering over to the left side of the pitch here. Remember, this Nurgle team, this is a Bashy team. Definitely the Bashy team in this matchup. Both standing result over on the right side of the pitch into another 2-die block. This time gets the push. Now 3+ pickup does not work out. Re-rolls that for free with sure hands and move this ball downfield a couple of spaces. Hey, pick me up! Wow, pick me up. I always get excited when pick me up works out. 5+. So the number 11 lineman will stand up for free. Turn 5 now for Odin and Nuffle. that is true. I do get excited at everything. It's very, very true. I played a game of, it's an old GW game called Blockmania. played it last week, and I got super hype over that. That game was so much fun. And a buddy of mine, we had a new player in the game group, and this is what we introduced them to. And Blockmania is just pure chaos. It's a lot of fun. It's a 2080 game. It's Judge Dredd, and yeah, it's super crazy. It's a lot of fun. We actually played the Mega Mania version with 4 players, and and my buddy was like, "You were cackling the whole game." Old Gamer Mike says, "Still wish they bring back Gorka Morka." I was gonna buy what's that? It's like Defense of the Eldar or something. "15 seconds ago here in turn 5 for Odin, it's Nuffle." Yeah, I love Blockmania. So if you're unfamiliar with Blockmania, yeah, the old 40K board games, yeah. If you're unfamiliar with Blockmania, basically it takes place in the Judge Dredd universe, and you're in control of one of the blocks in Mega City 1, and you're just you're having a war before the judges arrive, and you can set things on fire. Floors of the blocks can collapse in on each other. So one of the players sent his city defense into the new guys. The new guy was a great sport, by the way. Into the new guy's block, lit it on fire, and so the new guy starts engaging his blocks like fire control systems to put out the fire. I send in a guy with a flamer across the pedway, up his undefended elevator, and light his water tower on fire, which meant he couldn't put out any more fires. The fire started spreading and then collapsed the whole upper third of his block. Oh, it was so much fun. Of course, that meant the rest of the game was vengeance against me, but that's the fun of the game. Turn 5 now for the Broncos. 2-die block against number 8 lineman here. Got the pal, looking for an 8+. Got the armor break. Gets a stun. Double skulls against number 2 Wolfwerner. Rees rolls this into a push. 1 reroll left for the Broncos. Double skulls again. Spends the final reroll here in the right wide zone against Sfold in those beautiful stiletto heels. Gets a stun. You know what? That was less about the block and more about, wearing heels on the pitch. You shouldn't be doing that. Like, that's a rookie mistake. Another armor break in the left wide zone. Gets a KO. Well done. 4-man player advantage now for the Broncos. Festoon says, "Bring back Battlefleet Gothic. I need opponents. My fleet has dust on it." That was a great game. Zayas, welcome to another removal. Not looking good for the Norse team here in the second quarter. Now the Nurgle team has such a significant player advantage at this point. They can start trying to control the pitch. So you can see he's moved the ball up to the left sideline. His goal here is going to be to control this area. And if Clypheus doesn't make a big move, either pulling players back to defend or applying some pressure here, he's going to find the defense, his defense being left behind, trying to play catch up against this offense pretty quickly. The stilettos do make stepping on you better. That's very true. Mighty Zog's gonna try running over to the left side here to get a mark on Freezing Star. Yeah, I can't remember. There were like three GW40K. Well, I mean, there were a lot, but there's like 3 that they had like a sticker on them that said like Strategic War Series or something. It was the Eldar game. It was War for Armageddon and Horus Heresy. which the new well, it's not new, but the FFG Horse Heresy is awesome. Not the same game, but it's awesome. Fail the foul appearance roll over in the left wide zone here. Cauliflower proudly remains standing. That's what the game was. Doom of the Eldar. Move says, I think that should have been a reroll. If he palled the bloater, he would have had a 1 die on the ball. Yes, indeed. Christopher says, Horus Heresy from FFG, the one with the molded plastic factories in the Imperial Palace. Yep, that's the one. Game's great. Two-die blitz against Ajax the Riot. It's going to get the knockdown here thanks to block. Breaks armor. Gets a stun. UBNet says Armageddon is just German assault on Russia, but with less evil races. Odin's Nuffle down to just 3. Oh, another failed foul appearance roll. Turn 6 for the BoLieve Broncos. Down to 3 minutes 38 seconds on the bonus clock for the Norse team. Yeah, I love all those games, man. We had a Games Workshop like I don't know what you would call it, warehouse, when I was a kid around here, and man, that Space Crusade, Space Hulk, of course. I wish GW would do more like board games. 3-die block on the beer board. Got the pal, breaks armor. See you later, buddy. See you later, buddy. Got the Kaz on the beer board. 2 SPP for JD Zon Coach Whitey. Yeah, and here's where the offense moving forward, trying to carve out that left wide zone for themselves. 2-die block against Frisia. This is the number 5 Valkyrie, the only Valkyrie on the roster here for the Norse team. Two-die block against Loger. Gets the knockdown, and now the big guy moves forward to take a mark on that Valkyrie. Valkyrie's very important pieces on this Norse team. Relatively fast with the MA of 7, but perhaps most importantly, they're your strip ball player. They do have both pass and catch, but Dauntless and strip ball can make them a nuisance, especially in early TV. When players don't have the sure hands to combat it. 2-die block to get things started is going to be a both standing result here for Odin and Nuffle. Turn 7. They have 2 turns to try to defend this touchdown. Judge Dredge, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Judge Dredge praying to Nuffle. I was just talking about Block Mania. Beefy rooting for the offense. Wants this Snorkel team to get the ball into the end zone here and tie this game up 1-1. If they do, they'll be on offense for the second half of the game, and they'll be in pretty good shape to try to win this one 2-1. Glypheus doing a great job with what they have here on the pitch, but BB Nutt, of course, a fantastic coach. No stranger to the game, knows exactly what they're doing. Oh, no. No. Frisia on the blitz, tries to get away from the Rot Spawn. The Rot Spawn says, get over here. One die block on. Show me magic. Got the pal. Looking for a 9+. That'd be huge. Doesn't get it. Will stay in place here right in front of the ball carrier. Turn 7 now for the BoLieve Broncos. Penultimate turn of the half. BoLieve Broncos just shy of scoring position right now. Two die block against Frisia. Gets a push result out of this. And now the blitz. Two die on the rookie lineman number 9 gets the knockdown. 7+ with Mighty Blow breaks armor. There's the armor break. Gets stunned. That player's out effectively for the rest of the half. This opens up the lane for the ball carrier. Yeah, and there they go. Ball is now on the opposing 18-yard line. And another pal, this time against the Slav town of Rarik. 7+ will break armor with Mighty Blow. No armor break. So the BoLieve Broncos in pretty good shape here to tie this ball game up at the end of the half. A 1 die against Zug gets a push. Oh, the audacity. He's a star. He's a star. How dare you? Put him through this indignity. Closing up the coverage on the ball carrier. Turn 8 for Odin and Snuffle. They're not going to be able to get anybody. Well, I mean, they could get somebody in on this ball here. But it looks like the only real effective option here will be a stand-up 3+ dodge by the number 7 lineman here. It's three to stand up, so it would be 3, 4, 5, 6, rush, rush. So I had my week 5 game last night at, was it 9 p.m.? 10 p.m.? I think it was 9 p.m. Then I slept for a little bit. And now I have this. And then I'm going to work. And then I've got a meeting. And then there's another game at 10 tonight. There's something I'm supposed to do. I'm going to try to do it today. Work related. But I think I'm going to have to push it off till tomorrow. Electric Man says Ogre was a real man of genius. Yeah, my Ogre. I think my Ogre boneheaded 4 times in a row. Oh, you're right. It is 3+ rushes, Beefy. Thank you very much. Yeah, they're 3+ rushes because these Norse linemen, they are drunkards. Every time they rush, it's a 3+ instead of a 2+. The downside of having free access to beer on the pitch at all times. Yeah, he was stunned when he wasn't boneheaded. My opponent did a good job of shutting down that Ogre. Ho, 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 ho. What a play! What a play, believing in Nuffle on the blitz. Got the knockdown on the ball carrier. Two dodges to a rush. Remember, the rush was a 3+. Got the knockdown. Oh boy, I did not see that coming at all. Well done by Claphius. Move says 3-3-3, 4-3-3 for a 2D. Love it. Yes, indeed. Turn 8 for the Broncos now. 2-9. 2-9 block got the post standing result here. Now the blitz. The blitz is going to be a push. pushed onto the ball. We're going to see where this ball pops out. It's going to pop out next to the stiletto lineman. Wicking BB, welcome to the stream, says disgusting. Setting up the blocks here in the final turn of the first half. Very well done by Clypheus. Oh, Viking BB, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Again, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here this morning. This morning for us, anyway. I say us. Double skulls, that's the end of the half. 1-0. Odin Nuffle's going to be in the lead here. The BoLieve Broncos are going to get another shot at this in the second half. They're going to be on offense. Very well done. What a great first half this was. Can he do it again? Can he do it again? Is Cindy going to stay on the pitch again? Not this time. All right, Cindy's gone. The ref said, all right, all right, all right. After that little stunt, no. I gave you a break the first time, but she's not returning. So it'll be 11v11 on the pitch once more. The boar refused to come back. That makes sense. Hey, he's like, you know what? I'm good. You know what? No, I'm feeling a little dizzy. You know what? I can't. I think I have heat stroke. What's that? The weather's fine? No. Look, I'm a boar. It's hot. I'm good. You guys play without me. Defense setting up once again here with a full 11 on the roster. 3 spread wide on the line, giving up either wide zone. Mighty Zug over in the left wide zone. He's the cornerback on the right side. Did I say the left wide zone? I meant the right wide zone. He's the cornerback on the right side. 5 on the line here for the Broncos. Shifting strong to the right side. Here's the kick. No kicker for the Norse team. I imagine this will be a dead center kick, but we'll... I was going to say we'll see where it goes, but actually, it's a blitz. It's a blitz. Just got a 1 on the D3, but can he leverage this blitz for some early pressure? Two-die blitz against Cauliflower. Got the pal. 9+ will break armor. No armor break. Has plenty of movement remaining. 3 more spaces of movement with the Ulfwerner. Moves down to the opposing 8-yard line. Moves back into the left wide zone. Not back, but moves into the left wide zone. Old Gamer Mike says, do the Rotters need a win? BB Nuts undefeated right now, so a loss is not a big deal. The Valkyrie moves across the line of scrimmage as well. Here's that early pressure. Two more unmarked players left to activate. Blitz has already been spent. Remember, because this is not a turn per se, Odin and Nuffle does not have access to their team rerolls. There's a third player to cross the line of scrimmage. The level 3 lineman Raffoon is going to move across the line of scrimmage to the opposing 10. The drunken rush to get next to this ball, marking Bonix. Turn 9 now for the Broncos. 2-dive block by Freezing Star on the line here. They're going to get the knockdown. They're going to break armor out of vengeance. Marks out Frizia. Blitz still on the table. Wacky BB says, geez, the luck on their dice is unreal. You say luck, I say faith in our Lord Nuffle. Praise his name. Tudai Blitz gets a push against the number 9 rookie lineman here. This is the player marking Bonix. Bonix is going to be freed up. Fails the shadowing roll. Needed a 6 on the shadowing roll. Double pals back at the line of scrimmage. Grave mistake on the block. Gets a stun. Now taking lots of marks on these players, trying to keep this this ball safe by taking marks against players that aren't particularly agile. And now, yeah. So due to the flood of defense coming in here, right? He had to pick this ball up, couldn't go to the left, had to swing out to the right side here. First turn of the half for Odin, it's Nuffle. They did get a free turn, so to speak, on the blitz. Something you need to consider as a new Blood Bowl coach, and it didn't happen here, but always consider the blitz. If a blitz will bone you, if a blitz loses you the game, set up your formation to protect against the blitz. Minute to go here for Odin, it's Nuffle. So that early pressure forced Nurgle's hand here, forced the Broncos' hand. But it does mean that now they're marked out and away from this ball, so they're going to need to try to reposition, either keep the pressure up or reposition to play some defense, or else they're going to get behind the ball. Mighty Zug with the armor break. Has a star player ability here to re-roll the armor roll. Gets a stun, no more movement left with Mighty Zug unless he rushes. Mighty Zug, being the star that he is, he's not drunk. He could rush on a 2+. One die against Moob, got the POW here. Rushes the Ulfrunner into position to take another mark on Bonex here. So keeping the pressure up. Uphill block against Freezing Star. That'll be a skull. And I think that's going to be the end of the turn here. Moob says, why didn't you let him use the star ability to knock out the bloater? So let's see. Once per game, when an opposition player is knocked down by this player as a result of a block, you may apply a +1 additional modifier to the armor roll. I don't think he had the numbers, did he? Two-die blitz to free up the ball carrier, gets a push. I don't think he had the numbers. He did have the numbers. Oh, it did break. It did break armor. Yeah, yeah. Level 3 lineman Rathun knocked out, removed from the pitch. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go in turn 10 for the Broncos. And now the Broncos opening up that lane to move the ball across the line of scrimmage to the 2-yard line. This is the problem. Well, this is, I shouldn't say the problem. This is a typical concern with defensive pressure. If you get early pressure where you cross that line of scrimmage, you get behind the offensive line. If that pressure doesn't pay out and you're not a speedy, agile team, you can find yourself behind the ball. And that's where Odin and Nuffle finds themselves right now. They're not out of it yet, But this is going to be a pivotal turn for them here on turn 10. They need to get back in on this ball and prevent it from getting away from them. It's currently in the hands of the number 1 pest scorer. Remember, has picked up an extra point of that movement allowance characteristic. And so they're at an MA7. No other player on the Norse team is faster than that. The only one that can match that speed is the Valkyrie, and she's all the way over on the left side of the field here. BB not doing a great job of keeping this ball safe with these strength 4 bloaters covering the left side of the ball carrier right now. They'll be moving with the ball as this play develops. 2-die blitz by Mighty Zug will get the knockdown here. Looking for an 8+. That'll be huge. Got the 8+. And the thumbs up. Oh, big removal here. Well done by Zug, and he'll be able to mark the ball carrier. Great removal for Odin. It's Nuffle. That's one less player they have to worry about defending the ball carrier. 33 seconds to go here in turn number 10. It has been a long time since I've been up this early. Man, I spent most of the day yesterday heads down in this thing. If you're new to the stream, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out with us this morning. I'm a software engineer, and so like yesterday was like a math heavy day. Like I see like numbers in my head. Like I had to figure out this thing. And like it's early, so like it's still like kind of running through my brain, you know. As Cease says, if we're not new to the stream, we're not welcome. Oh no, you're still welcome. 2-die block against JD. Zon coach extraordinaire Whitey gets the knockdown. Turn 11 now for the Broncos. Festoon says, working overnights, my bedtime is usually about now. Old Gamer Mike says, same. I'm usually a night owl, but, so I go to bed late and I wake up, I wouldn't call it late. I usually wake up around 9. Two-die block at the line of scrimmage. Gets a push here against the number 2 Wolf Werner. Grave mistake on the block. And now two-die gets the number 6 lineman. Got the pal here. Looking for an 8+. Got it. There's the removal. Well done. Another Norseman off the pitch. Good 3+ dodge by Bonix on the blitz. Did the double skulls. Had to spend a reroll. Got the pal. Another armor break. Big armor break now for the Broncos. Good stun against number 7 to get this ball downfield to the 18-yard line now. Fail dodge, won't spend a reroll on this. Unfortunately, knocked out one of his Mighty Blow Pestigores. And now it's going to be turn 11 for Odin and Nuffle. Oh, can they stop this score? Can they stop this score? Big time armor break here at the end of the turn to keep this ball pretty safe. Not quite out of the woods, but has the entire defensive team marked at the moment. Two-die block back at the line of scrimmage. Gets a push. Magnificent catastrophe. Pushed aside frenzy follow-up will be another push. So Odin and Snuffle starting off with a 4-die block. A 2-die frenzy block, I should say. Really wants to knock down Magnificent Catastrophe. Really just looking for the safe actions first. Using good action order here. We've talked about it time and time again. But this is a game, there's lots of die rolls. It's not so much a game of luck, it's a game of luck mitigation. So if you fail a die roll, generally speaking, in this game, your turn ends. It's called a turnover. And so if you fail your first die roll, then you've only activated one of your 11 players. But if you fail your last die roll, you've activated all 11. So you want to do your least risky actions first and your most risky actions last. Of course, tactically speaking, your opponent knows this and wants to try to put you into situations where you need to take some risks up front. But Clive is doing a great job here of understanding his action order here, taking his 2-die blocks with the block skill first. Frees up number 12 here for just a 3+ dodge to mark Bonix once again. Here's the blitz. 2-die blitz. Only gets a push. Will he re-roll this? I think he will. There it is. Got the re-roll. Rolled the exact same die roll. So I think he's going to take... Well, no. He's take the push. I thought he might take the both standing result, but he's going to take the push. Odin and Snuffle back on the bonus clock once again. They're down to just 1 minute, 15 seconds on the bonus clock. Turn 12 for the BoLieve Broncos. They have not dipped into the bonus clock at all. Deep into enemy territory here in turn number 12. The Broncos are looking to get on the board here and tie this ball game up. Got to be careful of scoring a little too early here. They can give the game to their opponent. They get a full quarter to score. They might win this 2-1. 2-die blitz. Gets the POW on Sfold. Sfold only had the stilettos on for a drive and said, you know what? Shouldn't be wearing these on the field. Good score by the Broncos, tying this ball game up 1-1. What? What? I thought there were cheerleaders. I was promised cheerleaders. The Broncos to set up their defense. One turn left there on the sideline. one turn left in the third quarter here. So 5 turns for Odin and Snuffle to try to win this ball game. So I believe this is a one-man player advantage. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Yep. One-man player advantage for the Nurgle team. Beefy rooting for this Nurgle defense. Move says 5 BB, not 2 Mighty Blow skilled players. 3 on the line for the defense. Odin and Snuffle with 2 rerolls remaining for the game. They've got a beer boar back on the pitch. Various sites in Northwest England takes the pitch, number 13, the rookie beer boar. Beer boars rarely advance past level 1. Odin and Snuffle, maybe, there they are. I was going to say may have been away from the computer. Currently have 6 on the line. Electrics Man says, do the cheerleaders have foul appearance? How dare you? Now 5 on the line for the offense. 2 wide currently. I think he'll reposition this shortly. He'll keep that beer boar as a halfback. Just to get that beer boar's job right now is to be an assist player. To be an assist player and to exert tackle zones. So he wants to keep it mobile so he can get that player, the beer board to where he needs it to be. All right, so it'll be 2 in the right wide zone, 1 in the left. Here's the kick. Shallow kick. The ball's going to scatter 1 extra space. Ends up on the 10-yard line, just inside the right wide zone. Turn 12 for Odin and Nuffle. It's the final turn of the third quarter. 2 rerolls remaining. They're still hanging on to their apothecary as well. And this has been a great game so far. Again, it's the number 2 versus the number 3 team in the season. Zug on the block. He's got standards. He's like, oh no, I'm not touching you. Sorry, I'm good. I gotta compose myself before I can touch you. Oh, I gotta unplug my mouse. I have Razer peripherals, and the Razer Synapse software is miserable. It's absolutely terrible. It's the worst. There goes my Razer sponsorship. it's so bad. No real action here in turn 12 for Odin and Nuffle. Here we go. Now taking the mark over in the right wide zone against Magnificent Catastrophe. This is the strip ball lineman. 2-die blitz. Gets the knockdown. Looking for a 9+. Got the 9+. And it's a stun. BB time bank is an issue. Yes, indeed. Another failed foul appearance roll on the line. Oh, man. These linemen spoke to BB Nut between drives and made themselves particularly disgusting here for this perhaps final drive of the game. Good 3+ pickup by Frizia. Odin and Nuffle back on the bonus clock. They have just 65 seconds remaining. They're going to advance this ball up to their own 4-yard line. Beerport repositions in front of the ball carrier. Trying to cover the left side here by pulling to the right. Takes the uphill block against number 8. Got the knockdown. An arm break could be huge with the +2 due to injury, but didn't work out. Another uphill block. This will be a skull, and that will be the end of the turn. Fourth quarter begins here. The Broncos turn 13. It's a 1-1 ball game. Can they become the victor in this matchup, or at the very least not give up the winning touchdown to the Norseman? Frank BB, welcome to the stream. Frank BB says, are you saying BB Knight gave them advice on how to appear particularly foul? 2-die block against number 2 here. Gets the knockdown. Electric Man says, I have to go to work. Good luck, coaches. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. Have a good day at work. Minute to go here for the Broncos. Shifting over to the right side. Two-die blitz against the number 8 lineman. Gets a push. Trying to keep these players marked. Again, the Snurgle team is the bashy team in this matchup. They want to be hitting these players. Lots of mighty blow. Horns on the blitz means those Pestigors are effectively a strength of 4. Two rushes to take a mark on the player to the front left of the ball carrier. Pig me up procs, and Sloptown Hereric will stand up for free. Turn 13 for Odin and Nuffle. We saw Clypheus do more with less in the first half of the game. Can he pull off a victory here in the fourth quarter? With just 33 seconds left on the bonus clock, I don't know. Clypheus has been pretty reliant on that bonus clock and has spent 7 minutes of the 7 minutes 30 seconds. We'll have to pick up the pace here to not be in danger of losing, running out of time on a turn, which happened in my game a couple of times. 2-die block against Freezing Star gets the PAL here. 9+ will break armor with Mighty Blow. Mighty Blow gives you a +1 to your armor or your injury roll, whichever of the two rolls you need it for. So if you can if you can break armor naturally, you'll get the +1 to your injury roll. Might be shifting this ball to the left. 2-die block against Wags, the rookie lineman, gets a PAL here. 9+ will break armor. There's the armor break. Gets a stun out of it. Still going to have to rely on some dodges, I think, here on this turn. 20 seconds to go. Heavy, heavy pressure by the defense. Not only is there heavy pressure, but you can see what BB Nut's doing. Is still keeping the secondary intact, understanding his positioning, applying pressure to the offense, and still keeping players in position to defend against the breakaway run. Very good formation. "20 seconds left on the bonus clock right now. Odin and Nuffle has taken their blocks, but still has made no movements towards securing the ball. There's that shift to the left. 10 seconds to go on the bonus clock. Double skulls against Ajax to the right. They got to re-roll this quickly. They're going to get the knockdown, but the front left corner of the cage still marked. That will be the turn. Huge armor break and removal here. Got the removal on the left side, but that is it. Turn 14 for the Broncos. No time left on the bonus clock now for Odin. It's Nuffle, and they are exposed, or potentially exposed here in the left corner. There's that assist to get the 2-die on number 12. 3-die block in the right wide zone against the beer board. Gets the PAL. 5+ is going to break armor. Cauliflower on the armor break. Gets a stun. And now the perpetual time running out noise is in effect. Two-die blitz in the right wide zone. Gets a PAL here. 7+ breaks armor. There's the armor break. And now that 2-die on the front left corner of this, we'll call it a cage, gets a push here. Svold will remain on his feet. Vastaman will stay put. Turn 14 for Odin and Nuffle. They have 3 turns left to win this ball game. Can they do it? Clypheus out of time on the bonus clock now. Cannot dilly-dally in these final turns. 1 reroll remaining. They're already down 15 seconds on the 2-minute timer. I think they're gonna have to swing out this way, but if they do that, they're gonna get pinned. But I'm not sure how they're gonna get this ball free. Here's the blitz to start the turn, gets the knockdown. Oh, not a good time to fail that foul appearance roll. Mighty Zug absolutely disgusted by this Nurgle team. He said, I get paid too much for this shit. I'm not touching these guys. Are you kidding? Look at these guys. I'm not touching. Look, he's got flies and shit around him. I'm not touching him. Yeah, there's that swing out to the left. 3+ rush by Svold to get down to the opposing 10-yard line. Oh, scary stuff. Moob says, foul appearance doing work this game. Yes, indeed. Oh, failed the dodge. Huge failure here on the dodge. Turn 15 for the Broncos. BB Not asks, how many drunk rushes has he made? How many drunk rushes have you made in your life, sir? Failed the 3+ dodge. Was stunned on the failed dodge. Unfortunately, that's a huge loss for Odin and Snuffle. To BoLieve Broncos have an opportunity here. Just 2 turns. It'd be difficult to get on the board. But if they can pull this off, they can win this game. It's going to come down to the Pestigores. Here's a blitz to free up the ball. Just needs a push. He's got the push. So it's not going to be Bonix trying to pick up the ball. It's going to be Moob trying to pick up the ball here. Can he even get in? He can get in position. Fails the first rush. He'll spend a reroll. He's in position. 2 rushes to score right now. Cauliflower says my success rate isn't great. Move says feels weird rooting for myself to snake and die. Odin and Snuffle tried to go for the big play. The only way he saw an opportunity to try to keep this ball safe and keep the drive moving forward was to try to swing out to the left. Failed the dodge on the Valkyrie. Was stunned in the process. And now going for the YOLO blitz. Frenzy blitz. Here we go. 2-die frenzy blitz into double pals. An 8+ breaks armor. No armor break. The ball's going to bounce to the side. That might be the ball game. I don't see how he's getting this ball into the hands of this full. Well, he's got 1 more turn. So now the Broncos playing for the draw. My goodness, these guys are absolutely disgusting. Mighty Zug wants nothing to do with them. At this point, I don't know if it's foul appearance or if he's just really snooty. Frenzy follow-up into the 1-die, gets the knockdown against Zadie. 100% Zon Coach Whitey. Another drunken rush. Slopped out of Rarick. He's going to take a mark on the ball. So, it really comes down to number 7 then. Number 7, the only player with the passing skill. The Ulfwerener doesn't have the passing skill, can't pass the ball. Or not skill, passing trait. Yeah, there's a mark on the sole threat to score. Svold, the rookie lineman, will be the one to win this game if Odin and Snuffle can pull it off. Two-die block against Mighty Zug. Got the POW here, looking for the 10+. Doesn't get it. Faster Man says, if you won't hit me, I'll hit you. I'll come to you. Two-die blitz on the slap down of Rarick, looking for the armor break. No armor break, so the dream stays alive. As rare as it might be. Takes a mark against Frizzia, trying to prevent Frizzia from coming in on the assist, or maybe even on the throw. Two-die block over the right wide zone. Gets a push. Cauliflower on the block. Turn 16, final turn of this game. Can Odin its Nuffle pull a win out of their hat? If they do, they'll advance into 4th place in Division B. They're going to get the knockdown to free up the ball. Well done. Does this mean it's going to be Frizzy on the throw? It has to be, right? Cauliflower says, what a time for ads. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. One minute to go in this ball game. No time on the bonus clock. Odin and Nuffle needs to come up with a plan and needs to come up with this plan soon. They're down to 50 seconds. I think that plan is a prey to Nuffle. Here's the blitz. 2-die blitz on Bonix. Gets the knockdown. We're down to 33 seconds on the clock. That's cleared the ball. It's a 3+ dodge with Frizzia. Has to declare the pass first. 20 seconds to go. Running out of time. There's the dodge. Good pickup. Oh, here's the pass. Interception attempt. Oh, he made the pass. Can he make the catch? Didn't make the catch at the very end of the game. What a play. Oh, that was so close. And this is going to end in a draw. 1-1 the final. Wow. I bet BB Nut's heart stopped there for a minute. Oh, boy. What a great game that was. Oh, GG indeed. That was a lot of fun to watch. And with that, the BoLieve Broncos are going to remain in 2nd place here. They're 3-1-0, still undefeated, but picked up their first draw of the competition. Very well played by both coaches. That was a ton of fun to watch. Let's take a look at the schedule before we leave for the morning. We'll kick you back over to BB Nut here in just a minute. Coming up next, we have a game this evening at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's UTC -4, so that's 15 hours from now. That's going to be the Discomancers versus Gunner Gets, Ian versus Cobblestorm. That's Necro versus Goblins. And then one more game left to be scheduled in week number 5. And when that game gets scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to that schedule on our website at maml.club. That's MAML.CLUB here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, X, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. Play Blood Bowl, man. This game is so much fun. You can play Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, Xbox, and a tabletop forum at your friendly local game store. And in fact, if you want to play with us in our next competition, which will be probably 5 or 6 weeks away, but there you go. You can hang out in our Discord channel. You can just hit me up. I'm Ava Unit 2. You can say, hey, I'd like to play in your next competition. I'll put you on the list. When registration opens, I'll tell you how to sign up. It's dead easy. And this game is a lot of fun. Hope to see you out here in our next competition. Thanks for hanging out this morning. This was a lot of fun. Again, thanks to both coaches. This was a super, super fun game. Until the end of week 5, actually week 5 is going to end tonight, so I guess week 6 will start tomorrow. Until then, take care, enjoy the rest of your day. We're going to head back over to BB Nut. Again, thanks everybody for hanging out this morning. It was a lot of fun. There we go. All right, have a good one, everybody.